Hey everyone, Michigan1777 here. So this is the Xperia 1, as I had talked about earlier in my 5 things that I loved about the Xperia video. I just wanted to cover the 5 things that I don't really care for on this device, and some potential changes I guess Sony could make to improve this device overall. So the top 5 things that I said I didn't like was the no themes. You can't do a custom theme anymore with this device due to the 21:9 aspect ratio, because a lot of the themes are not in that format. The second one, I don't really care for the Dolby Atmos on the internal speakers. Sidesense, I just turned off because it's just awful. Obviously, not all apps support 21:9 aspect ratio. And then last, the selfie camera on this thing is pretty abysmal. But I'm just going to jump in here. So basically, when you used to use the other Sony devices, if you would hold down your home screen, you could set up themes and stuff. You could actually set app sizes and everything else. That has gone away now. I kind of don't like that anymore. You can't change the bar at the bottom. I used to have a PlayStation theme on my XE Premium. I can't put any themes on here. And it's kind of annoying. You can just do really basic setups like Google's pages and everything else. But other than that, there's no... You can set widgets, which is normal. I mean, you can do that with most Android devices. Sorry, this case thing is... Or this holder's a little weird. But yeah, you can't actually set any themes, which is really kind of annoying. It's all wallpapers, and then you're stuck with the generic Google. You can do the pill version where you just have the back button and the pill, and there's a few gestures, or you can do the traditional with the multitasking, the home button and the back button, which is what I like. So yeah, you cannot set themes on this thing, which kind of sucks. I'm hoping in Android, the new Android, that they'll change that and you'll have more options for that. But I think it's only going to come as long as developers support 21:9, which right now they do not. The next thing is the Dolby Atmos on the internal speakers. So I'm going to open this up, and the speakers on this sound good, and I don't want to knock them for that. The problem is I think they're too loud and they actually clip. And if you know anything about audio, you don't want your speakers to clip because that'll cause damage. The bottom speaker is prone to clipping and to distortion, and I don't like that, and it gets even worse with Dolby Atmos. So I'm going to just go in here. I'm going to turn on the music. This is Vince Vep's Farseer, and it's a really good song. I really recommend Vince Vep if you need some chill music. As you can see here, I have Dolby Atmos turned on for music, and I'll switch between the DSE-HX from Sony and the Dolby Atmos. I prefer the DSE-HX for music. I do like the Dolby Atmos in headphones, but not for the internal speakers. So I'm going to start off here. You can hear clipping. That's Dolby Atmos turned off. So yeah, you can hear it, it's clipping a little bit, and I don't really want that on my phone. If you clip, it'll damage the speakers. It might be my device, I don't know. So I normally just turn it up to about 75%, and it's louder than my XE Premium overall, so I'm very pleased at least with that sense. But as I said before, unless you're using headphones, I wouldn't recommend turning Dolby Atmos on. There's really no reason to have it on the internal speakers. I would just leave the DSE-HX on. I really enjoy that. Now, Sidesense, as many of you know, Sony has this thing called Sidesense to make this more wieldy. I turned that off. I don't even remember how to turn it on, to be honest with you. It's bad. I wouldn't even bother using Sidesense. If you have the option to turn it off, just do it. It just randomly pops up at times, and it's not helpful. I'm not even going to go further into that. The next thing I want to talk about is that not all apps are supportive of 21:9 content yet, which is fine. You could still use them. The only issue is you end up with a giant black bar. So this is not a game. I'm just going to go into my Zen Watch Manager, and as you can see down here, there's a huge, this is 16:9, and you can tell it is because there's a giant black screen right here. and it's kind of crazy, honestly. I don't mind it so much. It's not that I hate it. It's just that I'm hoping more people or more developers will get onto the 21:9 trend, and it'll continue to evolve the apps and everything else. I mean, things like Facebook and Instagram are only a 19.5:9 or 19.9:9 for Huawei stuff, which is close. I mean, it's better than what it could be. But once they start sending out updates, I think it'll be good. I think Motorola is also making a 21:9 phone later on, so we should be starting to see some updates as things continue along. But overall, the usage of the phone is not inhibited by the 21:9. It's just some of the apps are not supportive of that. And last, probably the worst part of this phone, in all honesty, is the selfie camera. I mean, it's just bad. You can tell how much I don't like it because I don't even open it. It's very soft, and that's what I don't like about it. And for some reason, I can't zoom in. That's strange. I never even realized that. But yeah, anyway, the front camera is very soft looking, and I don't like that. The dynamic range is kind of crappy too, and I'm not very happy with it. It's a downgrade from my XE Premium, which is not a good thing. You don't want to downgrade on a camera. I don't really know what their logic or their mindset was in having the camera be worse on this device. But if you're a selfie taker, this is not going to do it for you. And I will say that in full, there's Sidesense. I will say this in full clarity that I really don't like this camera. And in low light, it's a joke. It softens you so much, you just look like a blob. So don't bother. If you're going to take a camera, flip it around and just take it like a normal, just take it with the back cameras. It's going to be better, and you'll be happier with it that way. But as a whole, I'm very happy with this device. If you're in good light, would say the camera's okay, but if you're not in good light, don't bother. But overall, like I said, the device is great. I love the device. I'm not a selfie taker. I don't really care. Some of you are primary selfie takers, and this is not the phone for you if that's what you are. If you are someone who really likes to go into photography and take videos on the rear cameras, this is the phone for you. Lots of customization options, lots of different filming options that you can do, and overall I'm very pleased with the device, even with the things that I don't like. I think a lot of people will be very pleased with having this in their pocket. It fits really nicely in my pocket. It looks great, it looks sleek, and overall I'm just very pleased with the overall device. It's a step in the right direction for Sony. It's a step in the right direction just for the company, and I think that they're getting more popular from it. They got some pretty decent attention for it, so I'm hoping that Sony Mobile will get back on the market, and hopefully they'll keep developing this model, make it better, better software, so on and so forth. And hopefully for those people who are having issues earlier, like Jay Williams, they'll be able to get their phones all situated, because it sounds like the purple ones are having a lot of issues. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it's helpful. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and as well as that, please leave any comments with questions or anything else that you have, and we will have some good discussion. I'm looking forward to seeing what people ask or what people want to say about the device. Anyway, hope you all have a great day, great evening, and I'll talk to you all later. Thank you.